Done well here. And I congratulate Pastor Lawson and I congratulate Pastor Cosby. I'm very glad to come this morning. Anybody who comes to Texas looks forward with a kind of unusual eagerness. Texas is just different. I'm glad to come to this greatest city of Texas, this metropolis here in the Southwest. It's always a pleasure to come to Dallas. No. Someone did say that a man from Dallas went to New York and called back to Dallas and telephoned. After the call, he asked the operator, how much would that be? He talked a little while. The operator said that would be $14.50. He said, "Madam, I could call hell from Dallas and it wouldn't cost that much." She said, "No, sir, but that would be a local call." Well, seriously, I'm happy to come to what used to be called Heavenly Houston. When Pastor Cosby asked me to come, I knew I had to get my rest. I saved up. I rested 2 days because I had to take two trips, one from Raleigh, where we're living now, to Houston, and then the trip in from the airport into the city.
That's right, Doc.
No place like it. I want to, and I'm seriously delighted to come. This church has become a legendary place throughout America. And it's a great thrill to me to come. I want to read a passage of scripture you're hearing today, and at the second letter, which Paul wrote to the church which met in the city of Corinth. And at the third chapter, at the end of that chapter, the 18th verse, he says, "But we all, with open face, beholding as in a mirror the glory of the Lord, are changed into the same image from glory to glory, even as by the Spirit of the Lord." And I think that passage commands in an unusual way the subject, from glory to glory. Marcus Dodds, who was an extraordinary scholar in Scotland, used to say that, referring to the 17th chapter of Genesis, about Abraham and Sarah bearing a child in their old age, said, in commenting upon that 17th chapter, that the person of faith is filled with a joy that to the world must seem like insanity, because it is not dependent upon what happens around him or her. There is another exuberance and inner peace and glow and joy which belongs to the person of faith. And so Paul here, we look upon the Apostle Paul as an apostle and a man of great faith, but what we forget is that the man who wrote this letter and who wrote these words possessed one of the great mental equipments of all the centuries. His devotion to his Lord has sort of dwarfed his mental capacity. But more than almost anybody who has ever lived, Paul shaped the direction of the Christian church and the direction of Western civilization.